You and me are in for a rude awakening when NVIDIA launches their new mini PC, because if you think that they control the market now with manipulating everybody and basically controlling AMD's GPU launches, Intel's launches, and all of the other companies releasing graphics cards in 2025, which is literally only 2 companies. I don't really know why I'm going down that little rabbit hole right there. However, dude, this mini PC is going to be a massive problem because this thing is going to be capable of playing games at 4K, and it is actually going to be a good mini PC when it comes down to playing games at 1440p. This is going to be on a level of an RTX 5070. Now, I do understand that this thing was delayed. I'm pretty sure it was delayed into like the first quarter of 2026. But dude, this is such a big problem right now because I know that you know just as well as I know that NVIDIA right now controlling the market with their graphics cards, like the behemoth bricks sitting inside of our computers that are toasting up a roughly 4,000 degree cooked hot dog burnt down a grill. I don't really know why that was. I hope you all laughed at my joke. That wasn't even funny because now I feel pretty dumb. Might cut it out of the video. Definitely not going to cut it out of the video. But I mean, the benchmarks on this thing at this point, dude, this is all like, it's not scaling properly. Let me zoom out. You have to keep in mind that this isn't like guaranteed, but at this with the numbers being where they are and being so far ahead of anything that AMD has right now. And listen, we have this right here in regards to the leaked PS6 stuff. We have a bunch of stuff regarding RDNA 5 and the 10900 XT. NVIDIA is just, they're so far ahead of everybody else that we're going to be running into a massive problem when this thing right here releases, because they already control the market with their behemoths of a graphics card. So this right here, leaked AMD Magnus APU, could end up powering the PS6 or even the next Xbox, which as far as the next Xbox, as far as I'm concerned, dude, and what I've seen online, Xbox is kind of done with releasing consoles. They're pretty much in that area right now where they're going to be partnering with other companies in order to brand the product, which is smart. This is literally what Amazon does. This is literally what eBay does. This is literally what Shopify does. This is literally what all the multi-trillion, bajillion, quintillionaires do, is they have a product that they pretty much don't, I mean, obviously this is not like accurate, but they have a product that they pretty much don't have to pay for. Fully aware they got to pay for it, dude. But like, that's the only way I can think to explain it. Like, Xbox is basically, hey, we want to release a console, so we're going to partner with ASUS so that they can take all the risk, so that they can spend all the money on the handheld, so that they can do all the development, so that they can do everything. And then we're just going to stamp our name on it so that we can just pay them to stamp our name on it. Or in other words, Shopify, drop shipping. Let me go to this website, find this $1 item, use it on my Shopify store, sell it for $500 so that I make a $499 profit and feel like an absolute incredible human selling people stuff at roughly a 499% markup. Cool people. Amazon, here's another example. Allow me to introduce you to roughly 4 billion sellers on Amazon selling their own product, and then Amazon taking a cut of what they earn. And Amazon not sell, I mean, obviously they have their own Amazon brand at this point, but you get my point, dude. That's kind of where Xbox is. I kind of went down a pretty deep rabbit hole right there. But Zen 6 is actually looking really good. And I wish that they, can you just, like, look, I know that this is going to cause an uproar in the comments section, especially for people that genuinely do like consoles, which I don't really know why you're watching my channel, because it's been a minute since I've covered consoles. I'm pretty big on the PC space right now. I don't really support PlayStation anymore. Xbox I support on PC because Game Pass is on PC, and I don't care what anybody says, dude. Game Pass is an incredible value. Nintendo just kind of is out there doing their own thing. They're basically the next Disney. So I just don't really care about Nintendo. The new Donkey Kong game, awesome. Bought the Switch 2, returned the Switch 2 after I finished. And because I'm never going to play any other game on that console. But but so yeah, dude, the console companies now, they're really not, they're very, they're just not the way they used to be. And I'm not trying to like say I don't like console gaming. I'm just saying that I don't feel like paying for PlayStation Plus just to play with my friends. I'm not interested in pretending that the free PS Plus games are awesome when Steam literally like gives away like 5 games every single week for free, no subscription, nothing at all. Then you got Epic Games, couple free games every single week. Then you got GOG, couple free games every single week. Then you got itch.io, couple free games every single week. Then you got Humble Bundle, couple free games every single week. Then you got Prime Games for like freaking 15 or 20 free games. Yes, they're like games you and me are probably never going to ever play ever again. But you get my point, dude. There's like 50 free games every single month on PC that you literally don't have to pay for. Like you don't even have to put your email, or that's you definitely do have to put your email in. But you get my point. You sign up for a Steam account, boom, there you go. No subscription, no nothing. There's just your free games. But so yeah, dude, like I mean, I've been playing PC games for about 3 years now. And I haven't really, I mean, I've bought in less than a handful of games, honestly, minus the Steam sale, but that's not, I don't consider that fail. And I think that we're all guilty of that. We all see a bunch of deals for the Steam sale. And then we have like 300 games in our library that we've literally never played. Except still playing my old Super Nintendo games. I got like all my Steam games up in here that are just like sitting there doing nothing. So this right here, the 10900 XT, this is going to be targeting the RTX 6090. And I don't really understand why they would not release this right now with the RTX 5090 being on the market. But at the same time, NVIDIA is going to be releasing their super series. We need our RTX 5080 Ti Super Duper D, because we can't just call it a 5080 Ti or a 5090 Ti or a 5070 Ti. We need to call it 5080 Ti Super Duper D. That's literally what they're going to call it. It's just like Microsoft Windows 12 that they're freaking talking about now. We're going to have Microsoft Windows 12 AI Copilot 365 Plus. That's literally what Windows 12 is probably going to be called. But either way, I mean, this is such an early leak, but I mean, I guess, and this guy's literally going to he's going to leak this roughly like 4,000 more times before it actually releases. And then he'll claim that his 1 out of 4,000 leaks were accurate. But, dude, I'm not saying that he don't have sources, bro, but when people like, there's certain people like just using Copilot 7 Kimi as an example, like he leaks stuff like maybe 5 or 10 times. That's like normal. Okay. But when you literally leak something over 100 times before it releases, I think that I could get pretty freaking close with my leak and leaking stuff when I have 100 opportunities to leak the information. So this right here, Intel's next generation desktop CPUs to feature 12 to 52 cores across Core Ultra 3, 5, 7, and 9 SKUs. So, dude, the reason that I'm covering this is because with this right here, gotta scroll back up here. That's not it. Yeah. So this is pretty cool right here. And there's a reason I'm covering the DDR6 and stuff. But Intel's really like, they already gave up on the AI stuff. And there was actually an interview a podcast that I listened to with the Intel people. It was just really funny the way they went and like, because they're technically not wrong, but they were talking about why AI is so difficult for people to adopt to on PC, and it's because of the intelligence level. or it was something to do with the intelligence level of the users. Like people on PC are less likely to have a 4-year-old tomato sitting inside their skull. Let's just put it like that. But because I'm dude, like I fell into the AI trap when it first came out. I stopped thinking for myself. Like basically, so when you get to a point where you have the ability to, like, if you're running a business, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a creator, if you're an influencer, if you're just whatever, doing your own thing and you're seeing momentum and you're seeing success and you're able to leverage that success or opportunity to do something new that sounds good. It's shiny object syndrome. For anybody that watches Alex Hermosi, he's a business creator on YouTube. He uses the Matrix analogy, the woman in the red dress, as an example for this. Is like you're doing something, you're making a living doing it, you're enjoying doing it, you're making tons of money doing it, and then here comes along the online guru or the online AI robot that flashes something even better in front of your face and says, whoa, you have this many followers. Whoa, you're making this much money. Whoa, you could use this, leverage this to make even more money by doing this and selling a digital product and scamming people and doing this and doing that. And while I do not feel as though digital products and courses and educational content online is a scam or it's scamming people, listen, I tried doing this. I took this route. I'm literally talking from experience. I shut that website down. I shut my Shopify store down. I will not continue to do that because this is the brutally honest truth here. Anybody, this is a fact, okay? Those people that are selling courses, they're selling you the educational stuff, they're trying to help you make money or whatever. They're not lying to you. They're not scamming you. But here's the truth about it. They're sick of doing what they were doing, so they pivoted into a different niche to teach you how to do what they freaking do not want to do anymore so that you can do it and they can profit off of you doing what they don't want to do. Okay? I actually like building computers. I actually like making videos. I actually like having a community of real human beings that watch a real human being creating a real piece of content that wasn't edited by AI, that isn't an AI avatar that is perfect and doesn't gibberish his whatever you call that. I forget what I call it Joe Biden mouth. I forget what that's called. But whatever, you get my point. That doesn't need to cut out every single mistake. I'm just a real freaking human dude sharing stuff. And I really hate that because it's like, when I like opening up all these articles and people like come here, it's so common for creators on YouTube to be a news anchor robot journalist that does the same thing as every other human on this freaking platform. I am not a news channel. I am not a journalist. I am not trying to be the next CNN. Man, that's a tongue. CNN. Well, I don't know why I can't say that. But there you go. There's that imperfect ability to say a CNN or Fox News or Gamers Nexus or Red Gaming Tech or Moore's Law is dead or one of the other 7 million creators doing the exact same thing, hitting the copy and paste button. Okay, I'm literally just finding cool, fun, interesting stuff in the PC space, which I'm guessing if you're watching this, you're also interested in PC stuff. And then I talk about it like a friend and share it with people so that we can have a conversation about it. I don't want to tell you what I found online because here's the thing. I could go over to ChatGPT and be like, copy paste this link, copy paste this link, copy paste this link, break these down for me, and I could just read it right to you. If you look at the description of my videos, dude, I use ChatGPT to break down the articles because I know that everybody on YouTube has a really busy schedule watching videos. So I like to include those short little 1 to 2 sentence summaries for all those really busy people watching videos on YouTube that have much more important videos to watch, and just like for some reason just have a really important schedule being on YouTube and all, you know? I don't want to make them feel as though they just wasted 15 minutes watching somebody. So I know that they're just really busy and got to go watch another 5-minute video so that they can skip to the next 5-minute video, probably swap over to TikTok and start scrolling TikTok, then swap over to Instagram to pound their little clown down there over the girls in bikinis. Then they swap back over to YouTube Shorts, go and eat a bag of Cheetos. You get my point. I'm getting way down the rabbit hole. But either way, dude, that's me. I'm just literally just rambling my mouth and sharing stuff like a friend would share. I'm not a news anchor. I'm not a journalist. Don't care about being correct, wrong, whatever. So this right here, Asus. But either way, the reason I was going down that rabbit hole and sharing this, dude, is because Intel's got a serious problem right now. Like, I have the Intel Core Ultra 9 285K, and if I'm to be honest, dude, I have not had any problems with my computer other than when I first got it. And when I first got it, like, I literally got it the day it released. I got the motherboard the day it released, memory the day it released, like all these like things the day it released. Okay. So I want to say for probably about 2 months, I was not able to get a stable XMP profile with having 4 sticks of DDR5. Oh, you shouldn't be using 4 sticks anyway. That's great for you, dude. I'm glad that you just like the most disgusting look of having 2 sticks and then having 2 slots open. I'm really happy that you just don't care about the way your PC looks. I think 4 sticks of RAM looks good. So I'm going to use 4 sticks of RAM. Don't care about the 1200 megahertz more of an overclock that I could get. Okay? I just don't care. I'm the same way with my cars. I'm going to make my car look cool regardless of whether or not it reduces its performance. You know, Tilty Boy negative camber wheels, JDM scene literally reduces your car's performance, makes it perform like crap. Can't even hit a bump without ripping a fender wheel out, you know? So I just don't care. All right. I like the way things look. I like to look over and be like, hey, I built that computer. It's pretty sick. Nice. Rather than looking over, oh man, I really wish I could have put 2 more sticks of RAM in there, but I got to deal with the performance thing, and like 2 sticks just perform so much better. But I really wish I could have put 2, or I could just put the other 2 in there. But yeah, dude, Intel's got a problem. I mean, I've had the 285K, but I got to be real with you, man. It's not. I mean, as far as like temperatures go, it runs really cool, and that is going to be a longevity factor. But as somebody that is building computers, man, the Ultra series doesn't sell. It just does not. Like, people are still buying the i9 14900K, the i7 14700K, 139, whatever. You get my point. Like, they're still buying the i9, like, and the i7. Like, people just don't even realize there's an Ultra 9 now. Like, Intel, like, they kind of screwed themselves with like renaming their freaking product. Because as far as I'm concerned, dude, like, I could literally sell a PC with an AMD graphics card in it, and it would sell quicker than an Intel Ultra series PC build. And that's literally the truth. This right here, I just thought was really cool. I actually have a PC build that I did a while back on the oh my, I literally just opened the correct folder. That's so sick. I thought I was going to be browsing that for a minute. But so this is an older computer build that I did. This is an Asus, one of the BTF motherboards. This is probably one of my favorite PC builds I've done. I really like this. It's a Johnsbow case. It does feel a little bit cheap. I'm not going to lie. The buttons feel cheap. Like, the actual like case itself, it feels sturdy, it feels solid. It just, but this little button right here, it reminds me of that Ketier's case, that really cheap Ketier's case. It just, this button right here just feels really flimsy. But actually, I'll show you what the specs were on that one. So this had a 14900 KS. This is what was in that computer build. Like, we have a video on it already. I was just browsing my folder over here, but regardless, I just think that this is really cool that they're able to actually freaking get 1900 watts from a non-fire catching plug. NVIDIA should probably take a note from Asus here. So this right here, GDDR6 or DDR6 is in development and it picks up steam. So the main reason that I wanted to cover this is because this, at least in my mind, is going to play a really big role with this right here, because this is, I mean, this is, so just so we're clear, yes, this is labeled a AI PC, but let's be real, dude, everything right now is labeled AI. Okay, it's a freaking mini gaming PC. It's not an AI PC. But it's going, oh, so here we go. Platform is it will be the first to AI and compute data. All right, well, what I was going to say is I was going to use that the AMD CPU there, the dumbly worded named one, the 365 or 395X Max Plus, right? Is that what it's called? The AMD Ryzen 395 AI Max Plus. Is that, I'm guessing that's not correct, but it's something up in that territory. That CPU can, like, rather than using the VRAM, like on a, like for 5090 as an example, like having that 32 gigabytes for AI, what that chip does is it basically uses the normal memory in your computer in order to create VRAM. I know that's not exactly how it works. But it's something of that nature. I'm sure that somebody watching this is fully aware of what I'm talking about here. So if you could do me a favor and explain that correctly in the comments, I genuinely would appreciate that. But what I do know is that chip, it's for mobile. It's a mobile chip. Like it's in mini PCs, it's in laptops, and there are whatever laptops that have dedicated graphics cards in them with that chip, and they are very expensive right now. But the way it uses it is, from my understanding, is it takes the memory in your computer and it basically converts it over to VRAM so that AI applications run better, which I genuinely think is really cool. So with this right here, the DDR6 in development, and then this right here showing off its 256 gigabyte of quad channel DDR5 memory, this is where stuff like that is really going to start a new competition, I guess, is the only way I can think to explain it. Because from what I'm aware of, NVIDIA, and from what I've seen about this right here, this doesn't have, all right, so AMD 395. All right, so here, all right, memory VRAM ability. I don't know how else to. AMD supports a maximum of 125 gigabytes, up to 96 can dynamic. So here we go. So this is what I'm talking about. So out of what, so 96 gigabytes can be dynamically allocated as VRAM. This allows the integrated GPU to utilize a large portion of the system RAM for graphics and AI workloads. So that's YouTube or Google's Search Labs. I appreciate you. That's what I was trying to say right there. So I think that this is really cool. And from what I'm seeing, this isn't something that NVIDIA's new mini PC is going to have, but I'm sure that it'll be pretty easy for somebody to use a few $1 billion out of their trillions of dollars to implement that feature. So this right here is just kind of cool and interesting. I wanted to share it with you. AMD's mighty 96-core Threadripper Pro has been overclocked with a car radiator and some big old beefy fans, and I'm remarkably satisfied. I just think that this is really, whoa, dude. I just think that this is real. Wait, isn't this is the Linus guy, isn't it? No, that's not a Linus guy. But either way, you can Geeker one. I'm not going to steal his video regardless of whether or not it's considered fair use. I'm not that type of creator. I understand how much work it takes, so I'm not going to react and fair use his crap. But I just thought that was really funny, and I wanted to share it with you. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. This is frightening. Like, in all seriousness, man, the NVIDIA mini PC is very frightening because they already control and manipulate a massive percentage of the GPU market. And now with them basically replacing both Intel and AMD at the exact same time. Cause listen, okay, people can go ahead and say, just don't buy it. But I'm gonna be real with you here, dude. As somebody that likes emulation and somebody that is in the emulation space, having a little mini PC for emulation is nice. It turns it into this like console type of thing. Having a PC, like, it doesn't have that same feel. This, I will be getting this. So like, I'm just being real, man. Like this is going to change. This is really going to impact the market even further than Nvidia's already done. And I just feel like, I feel like Intel and AMD should partner. I genuinely feel like that. I feel like they should put their brains together and go after Nvidia, because I don't think that AMD or Intel, especially Intel right now, I just don't. That's just me just being real, man. Like, people go, oh, well, the 9070 XT sold really well. That's awesome. I'm so happy that people actually bought the 9070 XT to play their video games. That's great. But Nvidia still owns 90% of the market, dude. Okay? So I'm fully aware that the limited amount of people that watch my videos bought the 9070 XT. That's great. But listen, dude, people can hate me for saying this all they want. I don't care about that. I just don't care about it. The 5070, don't care about it. 5070 Ti, don't care about it. 9070, don't care about it. 9070 XT, don't care about it. I just don't care about the low end or mid range stuff. That's just me being honest, dude. I just don't care about it. Okay. Once you get a 4090, once you get a 5090, once you test out the 4080, the 5080, 3090, 3080, once you get into the higher end stuff, messing around with the low end stuff just isn't fun anymore, dude. Like, can you imagine? Imagine like being into cars, right? Imagine buying a Lamborghini, driving around in that for a few months, then getting a Ferrari, driving around in that a few months, then getting a Bugatti, driving around in that for a few months, and then you get a Civic. You gonna have fun in that Civic? You're just gonna appreciate that Civic? You're just going to tell everybody how wonderful your Civic is after driving the Lambo, after driving the Ferrari, after driving the Bugatti? You're not going to enjoy it, okay? I know it's hard to understand that there are creators on YouTube that are actually real and honest and actually say things that aren't bull crap, but it's just me being true, dude. I just don't care about the mid-range or lower end stuff. I just don't care about it. And just so we're clear, this only performs like a 5070. This is a brand new thing. Like a 5070 GPU worth of performance for integrate. That's crazy, dude. And then the PS6, like, consoles have always been like crazy values on launch for performance. Okay. If you look, I'm just being real with you, man. If you buy consoles specifically to play games, and I don't know how to put this. If you buy a console to play games specifically for gaming, again, using cars as an example, this is the same thing as seeing a $500 car on the side of the road and you thinking it's a good deal. Okay. I don't need to go down that rabbit hole. It's just common sense to most people that would see a $500 car on the road. But you buy the console, $500. Now you got $50 worth of your subscriptions every single, or I don't know how much it is now. I'm guessing it's probably like $30 a month for PS Plus or something. Then you got all the microtransactions that are flooded in console game. It's bad on PC as well, but it's absolutely terrible and just shoved in your face on console because you have the freaking, your freaking Sony store or what, I don't user interface. It's like you turn your PlayStation on. Oh, microtransaction, buy this right now. Oh, limited time event right here. You can buy this or get this. Oh, this right here, it's right in your face. Whereas you got to launch the game on PC. It's not just like shoved in your face. and then and then on console, hey, there's like roughly 14 million games launched every 2 seconds. Here, let me buy this game. Oh, it's garbage. Hate it. It's not even playable. Let me contact Sony to return this game. Nah, you got to keep. You can't return it. Rip. Whereas on Steam, hey, I don't like this game. Oh, here's your money back. Dude, I don't need to argue with that. Whatever. You guys get my point. And then you're paying for the subscription for free games, right? So all these free games on your console that's going to last 5 years that are free. Once the next console comes out, you don't have access to those games anymore. Or you do, but if it's not backwards compatible with the previous generation, you know? So yeah, dude, and whatever. I'm going to end this. Peace.